Welcome to Verbal Pig Radio, where we give you a verbal image of life, and we are everyday people. We want to get into the subject of unity. And we're talking about unity right here in what is called the America, or the Americas. Because the thing is, the Caucasian is a good example of a unified front. They are unified with each other. It didn't matter about the comments that Donald Trump made regarding females. Unified, they stuck with him. It didn't matter that his father told him, we don't rent to niggas. Apparently, young man, older gentleman, stated that Trump's father said, and he said Trump nodded his head in agreement, but they still unified with each other. Now I'm noticing that we as a people are more unified to white people than we are with ourselves. Prime example. No matter what Hillary has done in the past and what has been proven, black people will be loyal. Colin Powell, he comes out and supports Hillary. Right after she threw him under the bus with the servers, he's still right there. Not going anywhere, but they know that. See, that's the thing. White people know that black people are not going anywhere. They will be by their side until death. Just like Malcolm X stated, the house on fire, the slave will say, our house on fire. The master sick, the slave will say, we sick. We sick today, boss. You know, so it's like that today in 2016. They can say and do whatever, have the proof. We'll damn near go to jail for them, and they still know that in the end, we will have their loyalty. Here, the Asian community is more similar to the black community, and we haven't linked up with the Chinese and the Asians to do business. We haven't linked up with our Mexican brothers doing business or politics. I mean, it's like, man, that slavery, or what took place in slavery, I mean, it was some powerful mojo. We cannot shake, black folks can't shake them. Love, I mean, I done seen some, I mean, it's ridiculous. I done seen some black people, I mean, love white people over their own family. Just, I mean, love them to death. And, you know, I mean, to their own detriment. It's like, what is that? You know, what is that? What is it when a person loves someone more than they love themselves? Are you looking for something? Did you really believe the images of Jesus, the white Jesus? Did you really think that was an actual fact, that was true? You couldn't tell it was a setup? But the good thing about this election, it puts everything on the table. Nothing's hidden. no viewpoints, meaning no politically correct, no diversity training, no sensitivity courses. This is how we feel. This is what we think about you. And we know that we still gonna get your vote. Regardless. Two other candidates that's running, Miss Jill Stein, Mr. Johnson. Hey, you won't even got a brother running for vice president and you don't even hear about it. They silence them. Silence the brother. Because they want you to focus on the Dixiecrats or the Democrats and the Republicans. That's it. They're gonna make you choose between two of the most unfit, unpopular candidates probably to ever run for office. I mean, Hillary made the comment, when they go low, we go high. All on the commercial. She went low is low, they all low. You gotta hit, how you gonna go high with some of the statements and comments and what we seen at the debate? Wasn't nothing high about that. They went low, you went lower. Yeah, that's the game. You want to win, huh? We know. See, the narrative that they put out on black people as though we had feeble minds, that certain things we couldn't understand is beyond our scope of reasoning. That's a falsity. That's a falsity. It's not true. You don't think we can sit and be an objective observer? Meaning we don't let the rhetoric or the hate that's spewed at us cloud our judgment to reason? You think black men are emotional because you make the characters or you make the images though we're always ran by a woman? By our wives control us. We can't think for ourselves. You created that narrative. And that don't mean it's true. It's just true on television. That's the only place that's true to where the black man can't think he's not the head of his household. That the woman has to make the final decision because we don't know what the hell we're doing. Man, if you gonna get over, get over. I'm driving. If y'all hear me talking to traffic, I'm talking. I mean, damn, dude, if you're going to get over, get over. Shit. But yeah. So unity is the theme of today. But for black people, if we don't achieve anything else going into 2017, we have and we must achieve unity. Or let's put it like this. Let me spell it out for you so you don't think I'm just up here rambling. If we don't unify amongst each other, we will be forced to unify in 2017. Now, it's better to do it willingly. It's better to do it for love for one another because we understand that we're in this box together. And then we have to, let's do the crabs in the bucket real quick. How we can flip the crab in the bucket scenario, like James Brown said, flip it. All right, bam. God made man, put him over all the beasts in the field, the fowl in the earth, fish in the sea, creeping, crawling things, whatnot. We have superior knowledge over them, meaning we can project our will and control them. So crabs in the bucket, if you're going to flip it, then you flip the mindset of the way the crab thinks. One crab tries to get out the barrel, another crab pulls him back. Train the crab to understand that one crab gets to the top of the barrel, reaches back and pull the other crab up until all the crabs out the bucket. Form a chain because of the way that they're not hands, but I can't think of the word. Their claws. Where their claw is actually designed to form a chain. They can form a chain. And everybody can get out. But since we've been reduced from slavery to looking to another people for our aid, help, and salvation, we don't recognize our own potential on how to flip the narrative to where it works in your betterment. That's what it's about. Man, and before I continue, man, shout out to the wife, the children, for the support. That's family unity. As we keep marching forward in this particular dispensation in time, when you will see 2017, either you're going to unite now or you will be forced to unite with one another when Hillary or Trump gets through with you. The only ones who will benefit from Hillary's presidency is the ones who's behind her strictly to get paid. Now, she's not going to give them the amount that's promised, no. It'll be a little less, but still it'll allow them to live better than most of the people who voted for them, or most of the people who they gathered to go vote for Hillary. I mean, when I heard the Colin Powell is a general. He is a strategic planner in a theater of war. And he saw how, then maybe, okay, wait, okay. And in this game, it's all about your legacy. You hear Obama talking about legacy. Okay, so I guess Colin Powell voting for Hillary means that she owe him for throwing him under the bus. So when she gets in office, as she believes, she will throw him a bone. Pick him back up again. She knocked him down. Help me get in office, I'll pick you back up. And we'll make sure you written up well in history. And we'll make sure you have your legacy. Okay, he hustling. That's a hustler. All right, you looking out for yourself. But I'm saying on a broader scale that our loyalty, let's put it like this. We give our loyalty for free for nothing. I haven't seen one proposal to either party on what they have to do in order to get the black vote. Democrats know they don't have to do anything. They're going to get the black vote. 94 crimes bill. The foundation of the Klan. The Dixiecrats. They're against slavery. Against freeing the slaves. Has its own history, but none of that matters. And I'm trying to figure. I have to go back and look at not 1775, not even 1776. this would have taken place somewhere around, this would have taken place somewhere around the 1900s. You know what? This would have taken place around the Depression of the 1920s. From what I'm thinking, blacks moving. See, we come up through hardship, so we understand that dynamic, because they had reduced us to hardship during slavery. Okay, so when the Depression hit, we steady rolling. We know how to. We like our Mexican brothers. Hold on, I gotta pay the toll. Hold on, let's pay this toll. We're gonna get back in just a minute. Hey, how you doing? All right. Grab that and we're out. Thanks. Yeah, but basically, we're not saying outsmarting. We're out thinking. We're out. Then this is during the Dust Bowl, Great Depression. We were efficient, like our Mexican brother. We can eat off a can of beans and keep rolling. We put that candle up, the lights go out, and keep rolling. So, Depression hit, we started rolling. They looking over there at us, and then jealousy kicks in. Black Wall Street. We gotta destroy this, because, or either we gonna destroy it or we gonna control it. We're gonna use them as resources to maintain our status quo or our status of living. But we have to do it in a way that they're not suspicious, they unexpected of it. They say we'll do it in a way that they will be willing participants in their own demise, because we'll create a narrative that you will get in heaven to see white Jesus if you give up who you are and get behind who I'm trying to be. And you will be rewarded. After you're dead, though, now, because they figure some blacks might get smart and say, well, okay, well, look here, I do all that and give me my reward up front, so I can put my hands on it. Then they tell them, well, no, heaven don't work that way. You see, you got to die to get your reward. We gonna get ours while we on earth, though, you know. But for you, hey, man, you gonna get milk and honey. You gonna get roads paved in gold. You gonna have angels playing harps with just such lovely sound, just for you. You gonna have some of the freshest water to drink. All sorts of libations. You're gonna see all your favorite actors and famous singers that died before you. I'm telling you, when you die, you're gonna have it made. But right now, you know, I gotta have it made on earth, you know. But your reward for helping me obtain a wonderful life on earth while I'm alive is that when you dead, you're going to have so many riches, I mean, beyond your dream. You got it? And they like, yo, hey, y'all, oh man, that, woo, preacher. Then they go in and get the black preacher, hey man, and this is back in slavery time. They get the black preacher and, hey, preach, you getting that over to him? Because the preacher gets jammed up if they find out one is thinking on his own. They're like, hey, preacher, we didn't give you this good book for you to put it to waste. Put it to use and put that boy mind back in slavery. Give him back that slave mind. He around here talking about freedom. and doing for self and building your own business and black history as far as going back to Africa and Egypt. In their eyes, you are not a good preacher or you're not a good reverend if you don't keep the status quo thinking that if you don't keep pushing black inferiority or if you don't put blacks in a position to where they don't think about achieving higher than what Caucasians have achieved. Let's put it like that. You're not a good preacher if you're not lulling the people to sleep or keeping them in or you draw out a line, a box for them. This is the only room you can maneuver in America. And don't try to go too high because you'll be stepping on white folk toes and they don't like that and we all gonna get in trouble. That's the basic preacher. Not our preachers. Hold on, let me say that. Because you got some fighters who understood. You know, you had fighters in the sense of that they just did birth of a nation. That Turner, he looked in the book and was like, wait a minute, man, this some cockamamie. You know, he got mad because, see, you're going to get upset when you realize you are someone and you are valued by the all in all who created you. So when someone comes and try to pulls that down, talk to you in a certain way, demean you, call you out your name, want to beat you down emotionally, if you recognize the God within, you're going to stand up. Hey, hold on, I'm someone. We can sit, and let's sit in dialogue, and we can be diplomatic about it, which is the righteous always first choice. And let's sit down and let's arrive at some type of solution. But for you to believe and continue to try to treat me like I'm beneath you, then you got to fight on your hands. Because I can't let my inner God bow down to you. It's it's ludicrous. It's not happening. You know? So, basically, unity or be forced into unity. But either way, you're going to have unity. When they get through, there'll be unity, believe me. There will be unity amongst black people in America after these two. You can believe that. Because when they get to kicking you, because they going to, you know why? You know why you're going to have unity? Now, you can willingly have unity. Willingly. Because you understand, or you, even if you don't understand, you can look over at Chinatown. You can look at the Asian community. You can look at the Greek community. You can look at Little Italy. You know, you can look at all of these different ethnic groups in America that's unified, that's working together, from the Pakistanis to the Arabs to the Indians. You will see that they put up a united front for society. So what I'm saying is not make-believe, because you have actually ethnic groups that's actually doing it. But you will be, either you would do it that way, understand the need for it, or they gonna kick you from all ends of America right into the middle to where you still standing next to each other and you have to be unified. Either way, you'll be unified. Believe me. So that's the ticket. That's where we at. Verbal Pick Radio. Y'all check us out on Verbal Pick Radio on YouTube. We got a Verbal Pick Radio TV coming soon. I mean, we have, and the reason being is that, man, Marcus Mudd, Muhammad 2G, KCOG, JP, Brother Curtis, the boys from the Six, The whole South Park, South League, Acres Home, 4-4. What's up, Low Key? Always on the show, kicking it with me. Brother Tate, I did one with Mr. Tim Williams. Did a show with Brother LaRon Charles. We're just Blue the Actor. I did one with Terish. I mean, basically, we're formulating. Put it like that. But the universe is moving. Nature is moving things on its wheel, and we're in accord with that. So things are lining up simply on the basis of universal law, or you could say, like Minister Farrakhan said, the time and what must be done, not the time and what should be done. The time and what must be done is a calculated mathematical statement. Time and done. Things are done in time. Food is done cooking in time. If you leave it in there too long, hell, it burn up. If you take it out before time, it's spoiled. Can't eat it. So time and done. Time and what must be done. Done is action. The time and the action that you got to put forth in order to achieve what needs to be done. Meaning the time is in the present. If the minister is saying the time and what must be done, meaning if you don't do what must be done, then you're going to face your own demise. The time and what must, not what should be done, and not if I feel like or what the time and I'll sit back and observe and see what gets done. Now, the time and what must be done, what has to be done at this present time if you want to survive, because you have to have man as a being, and you who listening as a being who's walking, talking, moving arms and whatnot, you have a duty to the time to bring in what needs to be done in a unified front. That's what the whole lecture series was about. And then, but the minister's so brilliant though. He goes back in time and then brings you to present time, so there'll be no confusion, and show you the math behind what must be done. But if that didn't go over to you, and if you didn't get it, even if you didn't hear the lecture series, one, you're afraid, and that's okay. Okay, you feel you are afraid because several different reasons. I know one of them is the fact that, and I can understand that. One of them is the fact that when you stood up and you said, okay, come on, and everybody was, beating on the table, we finna go in there and protest this, man, we tired. And when it got time to roll, everybody stepped back and left you in the fire alone, and you got kind of shook up. Yeah, okay, I can see that. People will do that. People are have an agenda, and they hoorah. But then when they get at that time of the moment, they'll start, feet start getting cold. And that leaves a bitter taste in some people's mouths, yeah. But now you go back and look at Brother Farrakhan's track record throughout his life. And so he always stood by what he said, put actions behind what he said. So you judging based on the math of the situation or science of the situation. So it's a difference. So go listen to your Brother Farrakhan. Go listen to your brother. Go check out these instructions. Fit it in the time and see if that is what needs to be done. And I guarantee you will agree that in this dispensation in time, Those are the things that definitely need to be done. Y'all keep checking us out, Verbal Pick Radio. We give you a verbal image of life, and we are everyday people. And I'm out.